OTK, a new and growing organization based in Austin, Texas, has finally signed Emiru. But who, what, when, where, and why did it happen? Yo, how's life? My name is
Zaxcell.
and if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, be sure you do so. For this video, I will be dissecting and analyzing this OTK Emiru announcement, and I'll try to decipher the hidden messages and interworkings inside this announcement video alone. Now, if you haven't known, Emiru used to be part of Cloud9, and she was on a 3-year contract that was supposed to end in like 2 or 3 more years. I believe she signed it in 2020. But now, as you can see, she's no longer with Cloud9 and she has joined OTK. But how did it happen? So we are starting off with this view of the castle. And this castle, we can see Emiru is inside the castle. You can see she is kind of looking lonely. She's kind of doing her own thing. She really isn't doing anything. She's just, chilling inside the castle, playing Monopoly Fortnite by herself with her Kirby's in the background on the bed. She's watching some Crip, I believe, playing some Hearthstone, laying down on the floor, being bored, really not doing anything until she hears people down below. And down there, we have Miskiff and S-Fan, two.
It is I, Asfan, the Grand Marshal, Scarab Lord, People's Paladin, and Defender of the Alliance. And I'm Matt.
Well,
And both of them are part of OTK and I believe are part owners.
I've been locked up here by myself for a while. Would you guys maybe be willing to slay the dragon on the first floor of the castle?
We'll be right there.
And right here, she asked them to slay the dragon because she says she's been stuck there for a while. Now, I believe that this castle right here symbolizes Cloud9 as an organization. So if you didn't know. So on her Twitter, right here on August 2020, so she was signed in 2020, and I believe she was on a 3-year contract, so that was supposed to end in 2023, but she was typing C9 egg, C9 egg, C9 egg when she first joined Cloud9. She was obviously the Cloud9 egg queen. She was the C9 egg. There was no other C9 eggs but her. But I think a problem with these gaming organizations signing content creators, you really, after that initial announcement, you really couldn't tell that she was a part of Cloud9. Unless you really paid attention to Cloud9 itself, you really wouldn't know or really care that she's in Cloud9. Same thing with one of the biggest streamers in North America, if not the biggest streamer, XQC. Most people probably don't even know he's part of Luminosity or LG because his personality and his brand really isn't a part of Luminosity. He really doesn't need to rely on Luminosity for anything. So there is really sometimes a disconnect when it comes to content creators and the orgs, unless you're somebody like TSM Myth who's not a part of TSM anymore. But a lot of times when you would refer to him, you would call him TSM Myth because it became part of his brand. It became part of who he was as a content creator. And that kind of goes the same thing with Emiru. Her brand really wasn't connected in C9 in any way, and C9 wasn't connected to her in any way other than them just being partnered with each other. So I believe this symbolizes Cloud9 and her being stuck in that contract, because since she has moved to Austin, it's been quite obvious that she was eventually going to join OTK, since she joined also Miskiff Streamer House, who is a part owner of OTK, and a lot of people in the OTK community really love her content, really love her personality. So at some point it was just gonna happen. People thought it was gonna be in 3 years when her C9 contract ended. So when this dropped, other than the people who predicted it, it was kind of it was a big wow, like how did this happen? So now S-Band and Miskiff are going to rescue Emiru. Right here we have Nick Pollum, or NMP LOL, which is also another owner of OTK.
Who are you guys? What are you doing here? You're never gonna get the princess. She is all mine. How dare you approach the throne? You will never get her. You have to go through me.
And the clock strikes at 12 o'clock.
Well, it's about that time. The princess is upstairs. If you guys want her, feel free. It is time for me to go.
And if you didn't understand that, Nick Pollum and Elena are also Twitch streamers that stream mostly in the morning. They stream cooking streams and more of just chatting content. And the joke is, whenever it turns 12 o'clock, since they start very early, I'm not exactly sure what time, but when it hits like 12 o'clock or afternoon, Nick Pollum ends streamed, or before 12 he ends stream and he stops doing, and he's basically done for the day. Since it hit 12 o'clock, he doesn't care anymore and he's done. And he just walks away. Now they're going to be walking upstairs very epically, very tiredly, very drink of watery.
It's your turn.
Emiru is also known for having lots of Kirby's.
You guys can still write yay and nay, like, for each other, I guess.
There you have the Kirby's. And finally, S-Fan and Miskiff are here to go and rescue her.
Wait. This thing's really heavy. This crown isn't fun to be in at all.
And she has dropped the Cloud9 crown. I believe this symbolizes Cloud9 as the organization, as she has finally let go of it. She is no longer the C9 egg as we've seen from her tweets before. That is no longer part of her personality. That is no longer her. They are walking down. She's walking down with S-Fan and Miskiff, and they're going on to embark on another journey. Emiru's even holding their swords, and look how epic they are walking. And they have finally reached the bottom.
Where's your crown?
I took it off.
You're not even a real princess anymore.
She's not a real princess anymore. She's open for offers. She is no longer the C9 egg.
Hold on a minute. You'd be willing to join us.
And that's where Asmongold joins.
Join guys? What do you do?
That's a good question.
Asmongold is one of the bigger, probably the biggest faces on OTK. I believe the idea of OTK originally started with Asmongold and S-Fan, so he is one of the heads.
Why is the crown
Maybe the heads of the heads.
It's a new crown. These things happen.
He says it's a new crown. These things happen because early on in the OTK, when OTK was first beginning, they had a lot of events, and some of the events didn't turn out as planned. What they started saying on the spot, Miskiff, I believe, said one stream, you know, we're a new org, these things happen, and that's where this is kind of going. She takes the crown and she has put it on. She is now OTK Emiru. This is look at that. She is free from the castle.
And after that, she joined OTK, and they all lived happily ever after. And the reason I'm here is because I didn't want to drive to a stupid castle.
And a part of this too is, as you can see, this is another OTK owner. His name is Jay Schlatt, and the thing about him is there's a meme that he doesn't do anything in OTK, so which is why he's just doing the voiceover and not actually at the film site.
Flat. We're ready for you.
That's my cue. Bye.
And Emiru is also, this might be too loud, but Emiru is also a cosplayer, so she obviously owns a lot of wigs, and as you see, she owns a lot of Kirby's, and this is, they're kind of just making like a meeting. OTK Emiru with the whole gang. They got Tectone, S-Fan, Rich Campbell, Miskiff, OTK Emiru, NMP, Asmongold, this young Jeff, and I believe this was Seer's birthday when they filmed this, and they also got Seer there. So obviously OTK has a lot of things planned. They got all the Kirby's. They are a growing organization. There's a lot of things to be excited for them for this year, and this is just a really great and awesome announcement video that they did. Another reason this was also big is because OTK, but I believe they've been rejected from different kinds of sponsorships because originally they're all men, they're all dudes, and they never had a female creator. And the fact that they got Emiru, who was supposed to be in Cloud9 for 2 more years, so they probably bought out her contract. OTK finally has a female member, so that can help with sponsorships, that can help with their growth, and that can just help with the whole Twitch community. They are growing. There is just a lot of things to be excited for OTK, and I believe this was a really good production video. They did a really good job with this. So that's basically it for me today. Hope you guys did enjoy. OTK, if you need another member, you know, I'm here. Yo, what's up? Yo. This video right here is going to end in 3, 2, 1.